Now, for the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, it's the season of courtship as some political parties continue to woo him to their folds. But in the midst of wooing, Obi has distanced himself from a statement purportedly issued by him, which claimed he was rejoining the People's Democratic Party, PDP. In a statement in Abuja, the former Anambra State governor also reaffirmed his allegiance to the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Okay, so for political watchers, what does Peter Obi's public denial of the PDP signal ahead of 2027?
Well, I think, you see, 24 days is too long in politics. If you are very close, if you monitor the political evolution of Nigeria very well, you will discover that most of those people who are in opposition, I mean to say, they are not yet certain about whatever decision they have taken at any point in time. Because it is not possible for you to have allegiance to two political parties at the same time.
True.
You use structures of political parties to win power. And if without any particular structure, you cannot win power. If by now, Mr. Peter Obi is here to make up his mind whether he's a member of the LP or whether as a member of the African Democratic Congress is a member of that one, you cannot stagger between the two. You can't stand in two houses. He has to make up his mind. Yes, I know the cost implication, the political implication of belonging or shifting to the PDP. But at the same time, he has not ruled it out because 99% of characters in the ADC are from the PDP.
They once
they are in the PDP. And so for him to be a presidential candidate in the ADC, he has to leave the LP. Okay. And he's still trying to weigh the options. But I think that most of them are in a political crossroad. For those people who have made up their mind, like the Vice President Atiku Abubakar, it is so clear that he has resigned from the PDP.
David Mark has also resigned.
And many other people who are interested have resigned. So they have their own ways cut out. But for Mr. Peter Obi, he's still undecided. Why? Because his party, the majority of people in the party may not be particularly happy or ready for him to follow him into the... Because for you to make a new party in any new party, people have to follow you.
Okay, the obedience movement
of the Labour Party. If they don't follow you in that place, then you are not worth anything. You don't have any bargaining chip. In politics, it's a number of figures. If you don't have figures,
it's a game of numbers.
It's a game of numbers. If you don't have numbers, you cannot be relevant in anywhere you are going to. So he has to make up his mind by still saying that he's committed to ADC, but he's still a member of the Labour Party. I think there's a crossroad that he has to make up his mind. I won't say he's confused, but let us say he's at political crossroads.
Okay, he's been wooed. I mean, he said something. How will this influence his supporters? I mean, how might his refusal to join the PDP influence his support base? That's the obedient movement, and also the young voters as well. You know, how do you think this refusal?
You know, sometimes when some politicians come and then they have this toga of holier than thou attitude, you know, you have to look at the kind of characters that we have as politicians. Now, this is somebody who says he's coming to turn Nigeria around in 24 hours. You know, as in a new Nigeria is possible.
4 years.
Let me say a new Nigeria. Let me use this word. A new Nigeria is possible.
Yes.
Abi? Fine. What is a new Nigeria? We are looking for a fresh face, fresh ideas, and so many youths, you know, fall into that.
Okay.
That is ideology or whatever. Now, you are an LP. Last election, so many people, you know, like the way, you know, he was in LP. Okay. He's a fresh face. In quote, he claimed to be different. Okay. Now, some characters have left PDP because they couldn't get power and they have formed another party. Some characters in APC because they allowed them, okay, or they are not patient enough, you know, to see how their party can, you know, turn things around in the country. They have moved into the ADC. All of them are now in ADC. These are the same characters that were against him some 2 years back. These are the same characters that they were saying that those, Nigeria is bad. Oh, this same character are in ADC. Now he's saying that he is reaffirming his loyalty to those same character. And you are saying that you now want a new Nigeria to be possible with those same character.
But he needs a vehicle.
Wait. So what stops him from being in that vehicle? That same vehicle that he was in the first place, which Nigerians actually loved him. What stops him from staying in that vehicle? There's nobody pursuing from that vehicle. The only thing that he can do is to stay in that particular bus and see how he can make sure that everybody in that bus is happy and he'll be able to drive that bus. He doesn't need to move to another.
So are you saying that he can achieve his dream without a coalition?
See, Benga, if somebody says, I'm a good person,
yes,
you can't be good and you be bad. It's either you are good or you are bad.
Yeah, even the good books.
Forget it.
You can't be warm, cold.
Yeah, exactly, and that is what he's trying to do. You are saying you're in LP. Then the next thing you are saying, oh, I think I still have, I think I still consider the other side. To me, I think he's a deceptive person. Why not just say you are this person? This is my party. I'm in LP or I'm in ADC. If people who are not too desperate have already taken their sides already. Look at Atiku. Everybody knows that, oh, he wants to be president. He has said, I can't continue my presidential ambition
with the PDP.
I have moved to ADC or I have moved away from PDP. That is somebody who knows that, come on, this ship
but
is
the PDP wooing him now.
The PDP wooing him. Let me tell you, if he doesn't know, the PDP will woo him and he will go to the PDP. Let me tell you, PDP will not give him that ticket. I can bet you. Because what he's looking for is the same thing that happened in Labour Party, whereby they just did the ticket, they said they did primaries, and then they just gave him the free ticket. That is the same thing he's looking for in ADC, trying to tell them that he will do for 4 years.
4 years. Okay, now...
So there's a lot... See, for me,
yes,
if Mr. Peter Obi claims to be the new Nigeria is possible advocate.
Yes.
You understand? Let him stay in one party. Because the obedient, they are also looking for what he will say, where he will go to. Okay. If he says he's going to ADC, now the position is, if he goes to ADC and they don't give him the presidential ticket, do you know he will be floating?
Time will tell. But he has reaffirmed his loyalty, to the ADC. But as a political watcher and also as a veteran journalist, do you think the ADC coalition is gradually emerging as a dominant platform for a credible opposition ahead of 2027?
Yes, in politics, you cannot, or in governance, you cannot have a head without followership. For today, for now, what the ADC has is to be able to attract a lot of people who are dissatisfied, let me use that word, with what is happening in their parties and come together in the ADC. Whether they are able to manage their ambition and their preferences is another thing entirely. But one thing that is clear is that for Nigeria of today, anybody that is consistently inconsistent, that Mr. Peter Obi is trying to be, cannot have the favor of Nigerians. You have to stand up for something that people know. Like I said the other time, you cannot struggle between ADC and LP. He cannot, I am telling you.
But the Labour Party is in crisis.
The Labour Party is in crisis. Let him resign.
That is why he has to, either he resigns or he can find a solution.
Give the opportunity for you to camp to another party. Even as an elected official, you can depart. That's the reason that he needed.
But you say he should stay in the Labour Party. But can the Labour Party stand with an APC, an incumbent?
How many legs?
The problem you have is that people are impatient with democratic principles. Without being honestly patronizing, when they started the AD in 1998, since 1998, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu grew the AD to become the AC. From that AC, he took it to ACN. From the ACN, he was able to attract a lot of governors and from all parts of Nigeria, and it grew into APC. You see, and between 2007 and 2023, the man did not contest for any position. He kept on promoting people, encouraging people to contest. So when he needed them in 2023, he had a lot of lieutenants who have gone ahead to work for him. And that was why the APC was a potent force to defeat an incumbent government. And that would be the first time in the history of Nigeria that an opposition party would... Why can't Mr. Peter Obi sit down? If it's about Nigeria, if it's about commitment, if it's about doing a new thing, to sit down and build the Labour Party into a formidable machinery, encourage other people to join you. But when you are consistently inconsistent, it means you are looking for power for the sake of power. And I think most of those people who are in ADC, they were looking for power for the sake of gaining power. They don't have any defining principle.
So Peter will be reaffirming his loyalty to the ADC. You don't see them as a credible challenge for the APC come 2027?
Which ADC? Is it
the coalition?
The coalition. Are you talking about the coalition or the ADC? Because there are two things. Because the coalition will only come when other political parties.
So you don't see it as a coalition.
No, if ADC as a party first, if you are talking about ADC challenging the APC, then hey, by the time it gets to that time, we will now begin to look at, because first they must even have a governor, which they don't even have. In the Nigerian,
most of the members of the Senate and Rep, they have resigned.
All of them. They must resign. The senators must resign. House of Rep members
Peter Obi didn't have a governor, but he had 6 million votes.
6 million. Didn't he have? Doesn't he have a governor now? He has one governor now. That is why he's thinking that. Let me tell you, even if he wants to go to the ADC, if the governor of the Labour does not follow him.
No, the Labour governor has said that he's neither going to PDP or the ADC, and that he's going to remain in LP. Mr.
So
Peter
that is Alex Oti.
He said he made it abundantly clear.
Benga, if I were Peter Obi,
yes,
or I am
an advisor
to Peter Obi, I will tell him, stay in Labour Party,
grow it,
and find the solution in Labour Party and solve that problem. And so he will now go back to the 2027 election facing the APC.
Are you saying a peaceful Labour Party where everything is balanced can defeat an incumbent?
I am not...
Because as a politician, what you're looking for...
We are not talking about defeating. Don't use defeat.
I'm
challenging. Use challenge.
Okay, challenging.
Yeah. So when you use challenge.
Okay, let me go with the challenge.
Look, challenge the APC.
Before you can be a potent force to take power, you must have the capacity to challenge.
Okay.
So he has to build a party that will have the capacity.
Because right now,
I told you now, they grow the AD from AD to AC, from AC to ACN. By the time it became ACN, they have about nine states. By the time it became APC, it's about, they have a lot of people resigning from the ruling party to join the opposition party in Nigeria.
That's the first time it happened.
So the merger of the APC in 2014 cannot be compared to...
No, it cannot be compared to anything.
So what the ADC is trying to do is, Nigerians are angry. Okay, because Nigerians are angry, Nigerians will now come and vote for them.
They've not provided a clear roadmap.
Up till today, they've not told you this is what they need to do, or this is how they will do it. So that is it. So for me, because you are talking about
Peter Obi, for people looking for power.
I keep saying it. For Peter Obi, it doesn't even need to think about going to ADC. All he needs to do is find the solution. Because even most Nigerians, do you know those who are obedient, who have left him because he has not been able to solve the problem in the Labour Party. So he needs to find a way to solve that problem in Labour Party, so that they will also have confidence in him, the ability to solve the problem when he becomes the president.
Absolutely.